What's up YouTube? So today we're going to do a quick little side video of a welding card I need to make because I just picked up my new TIG welder, and as you see I also currently have a MIG welder, and the card I have is not going to be big enough to fit both of them. So tune in while I make a welding card. It'll be a really fun welding project. I'm going to do it all out of steel so I can weld it all together. I'm going to have some things that all welding cards have, and then a few additions that I think is going to be really nice for myself. So tune in and you'll see how it goes. So the first thing we're going to do here is cut up our 2x1 square tube. And this is going to be for the main base of the cart. And we have the chop saw right now set to 45 degrees because that's just how we're going to make all of our corners, 45s to 45s. So now what you can see is this process here is how we start with a frame. You can see square frame. So we're going to do this 2 more times with 1x1 square tubing to make each of the shelves for the welder. But I'm going to save your time and just show you when we get to all the cut up pieces. Alright, so we're going to start with the main base frame, and this is going to be pretty much what holds everything, including the barrels, the cylinders, and where the wheels attach. So we're just going to tack the 4 corners, flip it, and tack them again. We won't finish weld anything until we kind of have the a la carte together, or most of it together, just so that we have the ability to move parts around. The next piece is going to be put this cross member near the back. This is going to help us to make the floor for where the tanks are going to go, and also just to add kind of like overall rigidity to keep this square. So I'm going to, as you can see, I've already ground the metal here on both sides where this cross piece is going, and I also planned ahead because they're going to be 2 vertical pieces that go here and here to make kind of the overall structure of this. So now we have the uprights. That's what I'm considering my next step. So these are going to go like this on each side. On here. And one here. And we'll get this all tacked up, and then we'll be good to go. Alright, so now we have to weld the shelves off. Okay, so now that we know where it's going to go, we'll grind away the little modifications so that we can get bare metal to bare metal. So I decided that I'm going to add this extra cross bracing just to make sure that there's no issues with support. So I'll add a little bit of, what I'm really doing is just trying to get rid of any lever arm effects from having these so far out. So I'll add the support here and here to kind of counteract that. Alright, so now that we have the main frame together, we're going to make the floor with this 1/2" steel, 1/2" tube, square tube, and we'll just run it here across where we want to lay the actual welders. So I'll show you that after we have it all tacked in place. So unfortunately my battery died in the camera, so I didn't catch tacking this top shelf in, but you can see I just took those 1/2" bars, sorry, 1/2" square tube, and I just put 4 of them on each side to leave enough platform for the front and rear feet of the MIG welder. Alright, so we got all the pieces cut and ready to go on here, just like we did before. I'm going to try to get rid of any of the extremely sharp ones. Which in this case is this guy. So now that the floor supports are welded in, you can see what I'm going for. So my TIG welder will go down here, the AHP right there, and then my MIG will go on this shelf. So really all I have left for me to be able to actually start using this is I'll probably have some kind of stop on the insides of both of them just to make sure the welder never slides out for some reason. So really all I need to add otherwise are the wheels on the bottom. I'll make a tray here to put the bottles on, and then we'll at least be able to get this thing pushing around and, you know, kind of out of the way. What I'll also like to do is I left this space here. I'll make some kind of TIG rod holder, and then I'm going to add on just different, you know, different mounts on the sides for different accessories. So now what I'm going to do is I actually have this 1/2" by 1/8" thick, I guess you'd call it a bar stock. And I'm going to use it to make stops on, this is upside down, but to make stops on the fronts, I should say the middle inside sections, so that the welder won't be able to move out of place. So I'll just add a short stop here and here to make it so that nothing can move around. So now our next step here is to cut this 16 gauge steel to the correct width and length for the tray to hold the bottles. So I already marked it here. It's going to be 16 by 9. So I'm going to cut the 16-inch dimension first, and then cut it down from there. Excuse me. Alright, so we got the welder upside down so we can reinforce the floor real quick. And I'm really just using whatever I had left sitting around, which is an 1 by 1 square tube. Should be fine. Alright, so now that we got our cross piece in place, we can fit up our floor, which looks like it's going to be a really good fit. Alright, so now we'll tack it up in place and then kind of just sand it down flat on the other sides. Alright, so now we're just going to throw a couple more tacks here on the bottom where that tray is, just to make sure it's not jiggling and jangling around. Then we'll put the 4 casters on, and that's pretty much what we'll end the video for today. There's going to be some more accessories that we add on, like hooks for cables, tray, well I should say storage area for TIG rod and all that, but for the sake of this video I think I'm going to end it with the finishing up the tray, adding the casters, and showing you what it looks like with the welders on it. Alright, so everything's looking good. The floor looks nice for the carts. I can easily stand on it, so it's plenty strong for the, sorry, not the carts, for the tanks, the gas tanks. So all I have left to do now, really, before I can put anything on it, is we're just going to reinforce these casters. So I really like how they ended up fitting, so I'm going to keep them. But what we're going to do, this is getting a little heavy now that it's all almost together. But what we're going to do, bring you guys a little closer. As you can see here in the corner, there's nothing supporting, so I'm going to cut an L bracket and just weld it in on all 4 corners, and then we'll just fully weld it all the way around and we'll be good to go. So here's one tacked in, just for example, just a close-up. You can see I'm just basically boxing in the wheel so that I have support on all 4 sides of it. So I'll do it again for all 4 corners, and we will be good to go. Alright, so that's where we're going to end the video for today. Sorry, I've been wearing a respirator this whole time, so you can see my face is a little funny looking, well, funnier than usual. But I really appreciate everyone tuning in. I hope everyone learned something from here. It's really fun to do these DIY projects. You know, it's really rewarding. I don't know if I necessarily saved money doing it this way, but I definitely got a good opportunity to practice my MIG skills, and it feels just really good to have something I put together myself. So if you like what you saw, subscribe for more, share with your friends, hit the like button, leave a comment, and hope to see you again soon.